Hey everyone, this is Geeky Panda here, back guys, another one of my videos. Now, I've been in kind of a LAN party mood. Ever since I was a kid growing up, I always wanted to go to LAN parties, and I went to LAN Center called The Cave in my area, which was a lot of fun. And then when I got older, got my own PC, and when I was in Ohio, I went to a LAN party called, I believe, Wimpy's LAN Party, and it was actually a lot of fun. And I would always try to go to it whenever it happened. Then when I moved back to Connecticut, things changed, but LAN parties always kind of stuck to me, and in this video, it's titled "LAN Parties Were Beautiful." I'm gonna check it out. It's like almost a 10-minute video. 3, 2, 1, go.
Dimly lit by the glow of 1,000 sparkling lights.
Oh my
Rapid
god,
clicking
this
and
brings
hushed
back
murmurs fill
memories.
the air as you
The
find
beige
bays and bays of
PCs.
computers lining a
I
cavernous
want to go to
room like
this
mechanical
type of LAN
church
party,
pews,
dude.
each occupied by hunched-over humans, all connected into a single giant hive mind organism.
Yeah,
Welcome, friends, to DreamHack.
I want to go to DreamHack one of these days. To be honest, I would love to go to it. I'm looking into it, either
Late
DreamHack
90s
or
and early
QuakeCon.
2000s DreamHack conventions showcase the best of PC gaming
Damn.
culture from that era.
Oh my god,
With
the beige.
thousands of beige bulky towers connected
Yes.
to one another in a
Oh, the
steamy hot funk of
CRTs too.
cyberhuman connection. So, what exactly is DreamHack?
Quake 3. I think that's Quake
Aside
3.
from having a fully sick name,
Counter-Strike,
it started off in the early
yeah.
90s as a simple bunch of Swedish friends hanging out in a basement and having a LAN party,
Oh,
which
hell
would
yeah.
get bigger each year until it was held in their school's cafeteria as a gaming event and tech
Is that
demo,
Divx?
until 1997 when it eventuated into the largest LAN party of Sweden and the third largest party in Scandinavia at the time, taking place at
Jesus.
Arena Kuppelen.
That's
Since then, it's only
crazy.
grown in size, holding live concerts, festivals, competitions, awards, and even getting involved with MLG and ESL gaming on a global scale.
That's crazy
Naturally,
how,
it's become one
how
of the
much
most
it grew.
important spaces in the PC gaming industry, and has had an undeniably positive effect on digital culture at large. During the 90s and early 2000s,
Oh my god, was
having
that
a family
Yahoo?
computer was still a
Jesus.
relatively rare experience.
Yeah.
If there was a PC
AOL,
at home,
yeah.
and if it even had a slow dial-up connection, it would be the only portal available for family members to use one at a time.
Exactly. My dad's, again, we had an Alienware 1998 PC. I had a 1995 PC, his older one, but I got to play a lot of games on that, and playing a multiplayer game online with a 56K modem was absolutely an experience, a very laggy experience, but experience nonetheless.
Thanks to events like DreamHack bringing the spirit and fun of PC gaming to the forefront of pop culture,
Yep.
billions across the world are able to enjoy what was once an obscure hobby. Today, DreamHack is still going strong as the event is currently on world tour, allowing people of
which
all
is
continents
nuts.
and countries to take part. Ultimately, the event changed the perception of what gaming and computer culture could be, eventually shaping much of how massive online communities operate.
I mean, again, I would love to go to DreamHack. I think the closest one to me is Atlanta. And I'm kind of trying to figure out the logistics of trying to, because I'm going to get a new PC this year, and I'm going to, like, okay, if I fly there, how am I going to fly with a PC rig and monitor and everything? Or can I just take a train, or would that be technically safer, but that'd be longer? All these things, I've been thinking about. So, but I would love to go to DreamHack.
That being said, the focus of this video primarily concerns the beginnings of DreamHack constituting the importance of culture during the 90s and early 2000s, a time when DreamHack was driven by CRT monitors and what is now considered retro gameplay.
I
This is
miss those
because without
CRT
these people
monitors,
rallying
man.
behind the banner of PC gaming and getting together to appreciate and celebrate it for all it's worth during its
Gee,
developing
yeah,
moments,
this is-
the internet would look like a very different place. After all, DreamHack is still run by a volunteer crew, setting it apart from other major gaming expos that have become defunct and primarily exploited as a press junket such as E3. And
Yeah.
despite going corporate in 2013, it seems to still hold true those values surrounding the promotion of gaming for all demographics.
Which I fucking love. Like, they didn't leave anyone behind. It's like, hey, gaming's for everyone. Let's just have a huge LAN party.
A promotion that has lasted decades.
You know. Oh man, I grew up in the 90s and early 2000s,
During
and
DreamHack's
oh
inception,
man,
PC gaming in the late 90s and early
Jesus
2000s was a
fuck.
special time. It occurred during an extremely fast tech evolution, notably the massive jump from 2D games to 3D games. Doom, Half-Life, Diablo, Counter-Strike, and many more classics that are still played today were born during this time.
StarCraft.
And
Oh
yet this
fuck
golden
yeah,
era of gaming was still in the very early stages of mainstream acceptance.
we would do LAN parties, me and my friends, in like Counter-Strike and StarCraft Brood War, and they were so fucking fun.
If your hobby was dealing with computers and technology within the 90s and early 2000s, you were very likely to be labeled a social outcast or nerd.
Yeah.
Or, even more peculiar,
Yeah.
was the hot outrage surrounding games by pearl-clutching parents' lobbies or political meanderings, as the relatively new medium was blamed for shootings or satanic rituals.
Yeah, it
This was
was.
a very different environment to gaming today, whereupon
It absolutely was. Gaming back then was basically the scapegoat of, oh, this bad incident happened. Oh, it's because of video games. Or, oh, this happened. Oh, video games. You know, the video games was like was being used as a scapegoat, and but it wasn't really video games. Like, there was more issues going on, but it was just like people would just blame it outright, basically.
the hobby has taken its rightful place as a fun way to spend time with friends, family, or by oneself, and has expanded to an industry worth hundreds of billions of dollars. If only the kids running DreamHack in the early 90s could spy the future they'd help shape in years to come.
Oh my god, no, what the fuck? A tower on a tower, what the fuck?
They'd doubtless feel immense levels of
pride.
pride.
A full ATX
LAN parties
too.
are,
Shit.
after all, a big part of this culture.
Yeah.
You've probably seen that famous image of a guy taped up to the ceiling to play with his...
Yeah, like, if you were growing up, and especially more Counter-Strike, you knew of this image. Like, and you thought it was fucking hilariously awesome.
Buddies, and it evokes a warm nostalgic feeling anyone can relate to. This is because gaming with friends has become such a universally beloved experience.
Yeah,
There's a certain magical mystique contained within these moments, as bonds are born and broken while sitting together in a room and interacting with the same piece of media together. And carrying that interactive portal to an entirely new space and setting it up alongside many others felt like a revelation that suddenly you could be a part of something entirely bigger than yourself and your own experience.
And that's what I love about LAN parties. It's just literally, you're there to play video games, but everyone else is too, and it's like the experience of playing video games all together. Like, again, some of the LAN parties and LAN centers I've been to, we would always play usually the same games, like either Counter-Strike, Battlefield 2, or Unreal Tournament, Quake. You know, it was just so much fucking fun because you were playing it and everyone else was in the same fucking LAN server. And it was just one hell of a fucking experience. We'd be like drinking high energy drinks like crazy, eating like fucking pizza and other junk food, but it was a fucking good time. I fucking miss those days, and I wanna go back to, like, I wanna go to QuakeCon and DreamHack to re-experience these. You know, I wanna host LAN parties again too, because I used to host them, but more of the console side. Like, hey, get multiple consoles together, let's play some Halo on the LAN party.
Stories about LAN parties, or even stories about online games and multiplayer interactions, are extremely popular due to these moments.
Yeah,
and have
they
become
were.
legend
They were
throughout the
social
decades. That's
gathering.
What made
Oh
DreamHack
my
so
god!
special as a celebration of gaming culture.
Holy
The hobby was
fucking shit! Scroll back. Scroll back. What the apps? If Attila saw this, he would cry. Oh my god! Fuck me! Oh,
that's what made DreamHack so special as a celebration of gaming culture when the hobby was still so young and misrepresented. It said, here's something great, something bigger than ourselves, and here are...
And here's the thing, it's like, every, you know, we have all these tables, and it's like, literally, PC to PC to PC to PC. You're, like, literally gaming right next to other people, and if the place didn't have good ventilation or AC, it would get a little hot. Like, me and my friends one time did a LAN party in the basement of one of the friends' new homes, and it was in the wintertime, so it was like kind of wicked cold, but after a few hours we were like, took off our jackets, we were in like our shorts because it was just so hot in the basement, and that was only just a couple of guys, a couple of PCs down there. But this, you know, you have to have really good air conditioning on point here. Like, if I ever go to a LAN party, I'll be like, dress light. Just dress light, you know, breathable clothes, basically.
The thousands of people who all feel the same way.
Oh, I love
that
this.
Being said, it's easy to argue that what made DreamHack unique back then was in terms of atmosphere. The dimly lit rooms, the blinking lights, and the big heavy equipment lugged around just to run games is exactly what made home PC gaming special.
Oh, fucking the DivX thing. But yeah, it's like, you see, like, let me go back here. Like, yeah, just literally like PC monitors, you know. You're like, holy shit, you know. I never got to take part in these massive LAN parties. I wish I had that experience, but I got to take part in the smaller LAN parties, or like smaller or LAN centers that were hosting like a 24-hour game nights, basically. So, and you know, those experiences were so fucking amazing to me. And now I'm older. I'm like, shit, you know, I want to go. I want to do it again.
heavy equipment lugged around just gaming special.
Yeah, but DivX fucking hell. The DivX player. It's kind of crazy how people really are getting back into retro PCs.
The mystical computer room inhabited.
My PC, the Windows 95 PC, was similar to this setup. FYI.
By those lucky enough to possess a PC during this era.
Yeah.
Take a look at pictures from the...
Wait. 95. Is it... Okay, hold on here. 16... Wait, was it... 1.6... Wait... Yeah, 1.6 gigabyte hard drive? Oh my... Well, this is 95, I believe. Yeah. 100 megahertz Pentium processor. What? Oh my god, 16 megabytes of RAM, 1 megabyte memory, CD drive. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god, not even a 56K. Holy shit. Yeah, this is wicked old. Fucking hell. Yeah. I remember Windows 95 was my first operating system.
Era. Take a look at pictures from the late 90s to early 2000s, and it's easy to notice
oh my fucking Christ, this is bring back fucking memories.
A clear difference between then and now.
Yeah.
For instance, almost every single room seems to have some sort of wooden cabinet holding every knickknack or...
Yeah, no, we had this was literally the family PC setup here, basically. Always a wooden fucking cabinet. Something wooden. Something similar to this. Fucking hell.
Gadget in existence, all crowding around guffins and bits of paper.
Yeah, that
the person
too.
would have to squeeze themselves.
Oh
into
my
this
god,
portal to
it was never the middle ground.
Surrounded on all.
Oh my fucking Christ, The Sims. Oh my god, and I missed those fucking the boxes that they come in too. Oh, fucking hell. I've been kind of like tempted to get like a fucking an Alienware piece, like try to I gotta ask my dad where that 1998 PC case is, because I think he has it somewhere, but I want to try to get one again just to have like a set, like to like, you know, like, hey, I just want the aesthetic of it, but inside it's gonna be a fucking beast.
All sides by clutter.
Oh,
nowadays,
man.
if you look up preferred battle stations, it's all minimalist clean lines and open empty desks, demonstrating a definite transition away from the cozy world of older gaming.
Oh my god, yeah, oh my god, you're right. Like, well, if you look at my setup right now, it's kind of like harking back to like the days of clutter, or like everything's cluttered all around my thing, like, because that's what I grew up with. And now it's like minimalistic. It's like, holy fucking shit, it's like nice and it's clean. I guarantee you, like, when they take the picture of this, they want to make it as nice as possible, and then later on you start seeing getting a little messy, but it is crazy.
An open empty desks,
it is
demonstrating
a very minimalistic approach here, basically. God damn.
Transition away from the cozy world of older gaming. Naturally, there are tons of communities celebrating this older world, and Facebook group Classic Gaming, MS-DOS, Win95 and Win98 games is really great for looking at posts of new and old setups of retro PCs. In fact, within this community and many others, the spirit of DreamHack is kept alive as the building and love of older equipment is expressed constantly, not just by those who experienced it in their youth, but also young people into technology today. For instance,
oh my god, that's so fucking nuts. Jesus fucking Christ. This is literally bringing me back. Fucking hell. I remember too, like, when you you had to turn on the monitor, like turn on the PC, turn on the monitor. When you shut down, the PC monitor will be like, it is safe to shut off the monitor. And you have to push the button to shut off the monitor. Oh man. But dude, those things had weight to them.
Since the collection of older functioning computer parts
like Time Force Anubis actually got into retro PCs and stuff like that, and I'm actually kind of fond. I'm actually kind of jealous, because I might get into it myself. Just have like a little retro PC setup of like probably Windows, probably 98 or like Windows XP maybe. Who knows? It just all depends, but.
Goes directly against what makes antiques special. Unlike a beautiful ancient chair or painting, old PC parts actually become less functional. However, what they do retain is undeniable retro beauty.
That is a nice
Take
retro
a look at this LED
look.
screen next to the infamous turbo button on old computers.
Fucking key!
Everything,
oh my
down
god!
From the ancient green numbers to the fact that pressing the button didn't really achieve all that much, just screams form over function, and it is wonderful. Of course, some of the funnier aspects of this technology can be revealed by peering at it from a future lens, such as E-Machine's
Oh,
famous
the
Never Obsolete
E-Machines.
PC released
I
in the
wonder how
year
much they go
2000,
for, to be
which of course
honest.
has become quite obsolete today,
Yeah,
although it
very
has certainly
obsolete.
become a bit of a collector's item in the process. Megabytes of storage may seem insanely tiny now, but back then an 800 megabyte hard drive was huge, and
Oh,
modern collectors
goddamn.
love to get their hands on these pieces of hardware even if they aren't so efficient.
Again, my dad's Alienware PC back in '98 had a 20 gigabyte hard drive, and that back then that was fucking massive. I was like, oh my god, we can never fill up this hard drive. Nowadays, that's just that can be filled up insanely quickly and shit like that. Also, I just noticed Command and Conquer, Doom. Oh my god, the fucking joystick Sim 2000. Fucking hell. But yeah, no, it's Pentium 2 processor, 128 megabytes of RAM, I believe, GeForce 2 graphics card, a 20 gigabyte hard drive, Windows 98, and a sound card, I believe it's Sound Blaster. But no, that was I still remember the build specs. But no, 20 gigabytes was a lot back then.
Even older operating systems have certain
Oh
pizzazz
my
to them
god,
that cannot be
DOS!
captured by
What
newer
the
software,
fuck?
to the point where they've become somewhat fetishized throughout clothing and fashion.
Yeah.
As such, the mythos and
Roller
aesthetics
coaster!
surrounding retro
No, Roller Coaster Tycoon. No, I'm going back. I'm sorry. Duke Nukem, StarCraft, Roller Coaster Tycoon, The Sims, and oh my god, I want to collect these boxes again.
Surrounding retro computers possesses a certain charm that allows old PCs to
It
be regarded
does.
as
It does have
beautiful
that,
today.
that charm.
This is especially relevant to the images and video of vast computer
Yeah.
LAN arrays present at DreamHack, which will continue to circulate the
This was
internet for many
before,
years to come.
like RG, like the lights and all that, RGBs and all that stuff like that. Like I remember having like people started having like green or red or blue lights in there. That was like oh wow, what's this? And then having the side panel of actually seeing the guts of the PC, you know, and then the light. Man, that was it was like wow.
Of course,
factor.
DreamHack is still well and truly alive, and it
That's
still
awesome.
looks absolutely stunning. There's something about tons of people dragging their personal machines into a massive space and
Oh,
connecting
fuck
them
yeah.
all together, and this sense of community has never diminished. It's quite clear there's still reverence for LAN gaming despite its obsolescence in the modern era, as online multiplayer has dominated these spaces.
And that's kind of a sad thing too. Online multiplayer came a long way, and really did brought an awesome era of gaming. But at the same time, the support for just like having a LAN support for games is almost like archaic at that point. Like very like not very rarely you see games that have a LAN support, and honestly, it's like you know like kids or something like that now, or people nowadays like why do we got to bring our stuff together in a home when we could just play online? Like online is convenient, I give you know, but it's just the experience you have being together with friends is just you cannot fucking replace that at all.
Photos taken at DreamHack 2022 show this spirit of bringing ramshackle equipment into a large
Yeah.
space shared by many is still well and truly alive,
That's fucking awesome.
mirroring the camaraderie present
Yeah.
in those classic images wherein people are just walking around without their shirts on.
Yeah,
In
because
fact,
it was hot. It was hot in there. Fucking like it would create a lot of heat.
so well recognized has this event become that the Dallas DreamHack ended up with the mayor declaring June 2nd DreamHack Day.
Oh shit! Really? Damn.
It's quite clear that this small association of friends and classmates in Sweden
Yeah,
has
look
grown
at
to the
that.
point where it's large enough to have an entire day named after it, truly making an everlasting impact on the world.
It is crazy.
DreamHack is special because it has shaped PC gaming communities, computer culture, and thus the vast interest in digital spaces we see today. The event taught people that it's okay to enjoy nerdy hobbies like LAN parties and
Oh, hell
normalize
yeah.
them, to the point where the gaming industry has become a multi-billion-dollar behemoth. Of course, the 90s and early 2000s are certainly heralded as a golden age of PC gaming for good reason. So many innovations and fantastic stories were born during this time, and the fact that it was mostly run by those who wanted to see their passion projects bloom meant that there was less
Yeah.
of an emphasis on rushing out broken products and microtransactions. The
Yeah.
junky beige aesthetics of computers back then, as well as the dimly lit
Right,
office
I
rooms
can
in which
tell
they
the
resided,
frames that
can
he's
never
playing, it's
truly
like,
be
oof.
replicated, and that
But
makes this
people
era
enjoyed it.
special, especially when it meant the rapid growth in all demographics enjoying the hobby, thus improving it exponentially with potential for new experiences and innovations.
Yeah.
As such, the early years of DreamHack were an incredible snapshot of the world of generational gaming to come, as it allowed humanity to understand that computers weren't just a fad or a gizmo that would surely die out in popularity once the kids got sick of them.
Yep.
They were, and are, ultimately a wonderful way for people to connect and enjoy each other's company. See you next time on Lessons in Internet.
I mean, yeah, it's LAN parties again. They're fucking fantastic and a great social events basically. Like I even looked up like these LAN parties now have not just LAN parties. They have like, hey, there's concerts, there's like cosplay competition. Like they made it into like a full-on convention where it's not just the LAN party going on. There's like other things going on as well, which is I thought I thought it's cool. But the BYOC LAN party is still at the core of it. Like that's why I want to go to DreamHack and QuakeCon because I want to relive. I want to have like relive those experiences again. Like this year, like this summer, I'm gonna be getting a new gaming PC, which I'm gonna go all out on. And for next year, I'll be like, hell yeah! Now I can like, because I always feel like I need a rig, I want to be like, yeah, let's go. But yeah, no, I would just love to have those experiences again. That's why I'm looking into going to LAN parties next year. Am I going to host LAN parties next year with my friends? Probably, because I miss, or just having like gaming get-togethers with friends. Split screen multiplayer in games like Mario Kart or Smash Bros. Or Sonic Shuffle, or full-on PC LAN parties where we play Stellaris for 8 fucking hours for only we have a massive desync near the end. Like fuck me, we were having a good time. Oh man, but no, I honestly this was a good video. It definitely brought me back a little bit, and damn, I'm thinking of on top of the gaming PC, having a retro PC, like technically two retro PCs. I'll have one that's truly retro, but the other one is just a gaming PC, but just with a beige case, pretty much. So, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much for tuning into this video. You guys have been awesome out there. Post down in the comment box if you yourself have also gone to LAN parties. Post down your experiences. Don't forget that like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I do stream weekly on YouTube and Twitch, and feel free to join my Discord. Other than that, keep being awesome out there. This is Geeky Panda here. I'm out. Stay geeky, my friends.